Hey guys, I'm back with another video. We're going to be making okra soup with some palm oil, and we're going to be needing some smoked fish. So I have some smoked mackerel as well as some other smoked fish. We're going to be needing some dried herring, some momoni, some clams, some crab, of course some palm oil, some pepper, some blended tomatoes, onions, and of course our okra. The first thing we want to do is get everything ready, and we're going to do that by starting with our crabs. I hope that we're all cleaning our crabs before we cook them, because when you turn the back of the crab, you're going to see that there are some bits that you have to remove. The bits near the mouth, the part of the underbelly, as well as some other bits. As you can see, the sides close to the eyes, they're quite dirty. So what we want to do, and at least what we do in my house, is that we make sure we get an old sponge and then use that to clean the crab. So if you haven't been doing that, please make sure that you're cleaning your crab properly. I'm also going to remove the sides. You can see the sharp sides. Of course, don't use your brand new expensive knife. It's going to ruin your knife. So just get your everyday knife that you can afford to take those sides off. Like I said, we're going to use a sponge to clean the crab. And so we're going to be doing that for all the crabs. It goes pretty quickly. One thing I also do is when buying crabs, because I'm a bit scared of crabs, I don't think I can touch them live. What I do is put them in the freezer and then they slowly go to sleep. And then after that, I can take them out and then clean them. So once you've got all that ready, we're going to get our onions ready. You can either chop your onions or you can blend them. The choice is yours. And then we're also going to get our tomato base ready. Now, the thing with okra soup is that if you add too many tomatoes, you're going to reduce the amount of slime. The thing with okra soup is, for some reason, and I'm sure there's some chemistry or science behind it, the more tomatoes you add, the less drawy the okra soup is going to be. You can actually get away with using very, very minimal amounts of tomatoes. You just have to make sure that your base is well seasoned and well flavored, and you're good to go. I have made okra soup without any tomatoes, just using palm oil and a thick shrimp paste base, and that is perfect as well. Now, if you're wondering how to make shrimp paste from shrimp peels or shrimp shells, head over to my Instagram, Ginger Sea Salt, and you can see how you can make shrimp paste from shrimp peels. Then we're going to put our momoni in there and then just break that down and then fry it with the oil, so the oil is a nicely flavored momoni. So once we've got our onion frying, we're going to put in our tomatoes. And then we're going to add our shrimp powder. For me, shrimp powder is a non-negotiable in my kitchen. I use it for almost everything. There's just so much flavor, and I've probably mentioned this before. I don't use stock cubes to cook. I'm just not a fan, and I'd rather use shrimp powder. The unfortunate thing is that shrimp powder is getting ridiculously expensive. And so, of course, using stock cubes is a good alternative if you can't do that. I'm not here to say that, oh, you have to use shrimp powder by all means, because I do understand that it is quite expensive. So use your Maggi shrimp cube if you have to, and if that's what you're used to. So next up, we're going to put the crabs in there so that they start to cook. We're going to add a bit of water as well, and then we're going to add some salt. Next up, we're going to put the dried shrimp as well as the dried herrings, and then just let those cook a bit further. All we're wanting to do is to let our base cook properly before we add our okra. Now, if you head on over to gingerandseasalt.com, if you don't know what momoni is, I explain it over there. I have a beautiful picture of what it looks like when it's sold in the market. And it's basically salted fish. I remember asking the market woman what kind of fish. is usually used in Momoni, and I've totally forgotten it, so I'll make sure to ask her again and then make a note of it this time. Once you've added your shrimp, you're also going to be adding your clams. Now the clams are already cooked, and I have removed the inner bit, which is sort of green. I think that's the waste, so I have taken that out. Although if you eat that, it's actually not a problem either. When the clams are sold by the roadside in Sogakope or wherever along the Volta region, it's usually not taken out, and it's not going to kill you, so you can leave that as well. When the base is almost ready, we're going to add in our smoked fish. Now the reason we're doing that is if we add the smoked fish right in the middle, it's going to scatter in the soup, and it's just going to be very, very flaky. Especially if you're using smoked fish, which is not very firm, then by the time you're done with the okra soup, everything is just going to scatter in the soup, and it doesn't look too good. Now for some good measure, we're also going to be adding some paposhito and some hot peppers, so that if you're serving the soup and it's not spicy or peppery enough for you, you can just break those in there and then good to go. So now that we've got all that ready, we're going to add our okro. Now the okro has already been cooked. We got a whole bunch of okra, so what we did was grate them, cook them slightly in some water, and then we froze them so that anytime we need to make some sort of okra soup, you can just take it out of the freezer and then do that. I'll probably do a short Instagram video so that you can see how that's done. It's a great way of storing okra if you have them in abundance, or if they're in season and you want to store them, you can easily do them like this. Of course, you can also use fresh okra, but this is just another way of utilizing okra. And that's our okra soup already. You can see a bowl of banku somewhere in the background. And we're just going to serve that. It's already absolutely delicious and simple to make. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the very next one. Happy eating!